another story?
Yeah!
Well, pack your saddlebags and get your boots squared up, because this one is a doozy.
Oh, Roscoe, don't you move.
Wait,
Everyone, watch out.
Is it a bear?
No, worse.
Is it a mountain lion? Or wait, is it Aunt Fanny with her frying pan?
Well, not that bad, but it's a frog.
Oh my goodness. Pull up your bootstraps. It's gonna be just fine. I don't know what you's all scared about, but whew, if that's got y'all worked up, tonight's story is gonna be a treat for you. All right, well, let's get back to the beginning. You remember old Mo, he's one of them Israelites, and they was in a heap of trouble. They had that mean old sheriff, and he was causing them to work in the mines and work in the field for free. Well, about that time, Mo, he got brought in on God's plan to going to be a rescuer. So there they headed out, and that's where we find ourselves today. You see, God sent Mo to rescue his people for good. Mo went in and he told that sheriff, "Done let my people go." But that sheriff, he had a stubborn, mean old heart. He wouldn't believe him, even when God did a miracle and done changed that staff into a snake. The sheriff still said no.
Sweet chicken and biscuits.
Yeah.
Oh, this story just gets better and better. Well, Roscoe, what happened next?
Well, I tell you, God had given the sheriff a chance to make the right choice, and he didn't do it. So this started the greatest Western showdown that you ever did see. Mo on one side, the rotten old sheriff on the other, and then God really began to show how mighty he was.
I knew it. Great thunderbolts of lightning struck down that sheriff.
Well, he did strike down the sheriff, but not quite like that. In fact, he brought on a whole bunch of terrible plagues.
Oh, wait a second. Roscoe, terrible plays? That's not too bad. I've seen a terrible play once. It was this guy wearing way too tight of tights, and he goes, "Oh, Juliet." And the girl is like, "Romeo, Romeo, where art thou? Romeo." But that ain't too bad.
No, Tex, not plays. Plagues.
Oh.
God sent a whole bunch of terrible stuff to show how mighty he was. In fact, so bad that people didn't want to come near that place.
Oh, you mean like a big old group of skunks? You know, one time I had a skunk at my house, and I got my old hound dog. He ain't never been the same. We used to call him Old Blue. Now we call him P.U.
Well, I tell you, some of the plagues, they did stink quite a bit, but they's all pretty crazy. Like the first one, he done put the stick in, and he turned the water straight on into
Cottage cheese. Yeehaw, yummy. I love some good cottage cheese, my baked beans. Oh,
nah,
yeah.
cottage cheese actually turned it into blood.
Oh.
That's right, and not only that, but then God filled the whole land, you guessed it, frogs.
Oh, no.
Then after that, the dust turned into gnats, the air got filled with flies, and all the sheriff's horses and cows and sheep and stuff got sick and plumb died. They even had a time where the whole entire land filled up with grasshoppers.
Oh, grasshoppers. They say, you know, we use grasshoppers to catfish sometimes. That all sounds terrible, but at least they got them health.
Well, Tex, actually, they didn't. Next, what happened is the people, they got real sick. Skin got covered up with really bad sores. So bad that even old Doc Charlie wouldn't have been able to fix them up.
Well, Roscoe, I just don't understand. Why did that sheriff not let those people go? Those plagues would have drove me crazy.
Well, you'd have thunk that they would, but I tell you what, that old boy was just as mean and stubborn as ever. Couldn't drive a nail through that old board. In fact, what happened next, I have to say, was the worst plague of all.
You don't mean it. Worse than frogs and bugs eating all your food?
It surely was. The next plague was darkness that covered the sheriff's land to where no one could see a lick. Couldn't even see your hand in front of your face.
What about your face in front of your hand? Oh, never mind.
The last plague was the saddest of them all. I can't even bring myself to mention it here. But finally, the sheriff had had enough. He got so worn out, he said yes!
You know what? God rescued them Israelites. I think it's time for a little square dance.
Yeah!
Here we go. Everyone grab your partner. Swing your partner round and round. No more trouble in this town. There ain't no more trouble in this here town.
Yes, sirree. Hey, you know what, Tex? That's all the time we have for right now. In fact, I can't wait to come back because we got even a little more to this tale.
Wait, Roscoe, are you telling me there's more to this tall tale? I thought it was over. God rescued them Israelites.
Well, I tell you, actually, it's just the middling part of the story. Some of the best and most exciting parts are still to come. But I think for tonight, I think it's important to remember that God, He is mighty and powerful.
Alrighty, yes sir, Roscoe, that is a good idea. You know what? I think we should always remember that our God is big and powerful.
He sure is, but I tell you all what, it's time to get on out of here. Oh, watch out for that frog!